everyone, welcome back to Cat and Kitten Homestead. I hope you guys are all doing well. And today we are going to watch another Q Sciences video. I'm so sorry, guys. But this time we are looking at a male ambassador for the company because apparently we women don't do enough judging of the men in multi-level marketing. Now apparently he's a top ambassador because, you know, the men are always at the top where the women are at the bottom nurturing. And I'm gonna have some cola. Hey, Trots, what you doing up there, buddy, bud?
Hey. Well, good evening, good morning, wherever you're calling in from. I saw a couple people from Australia. I saw Miss Tanya Casanovas on here, just because I know from Queensland. Super excited to see everybody's beautiful face and be able to share the next 10 to 15 minutes with you. And you're like, only 10 to 15 minutes? Yes, this will be probably the shortest presentation you've ever seen, but the most impactful presentation you've ever seen. It's really crazy because as I'm about to screen share here in a little bit, I got introduced to this industry at a very awkward time in my life. It was really crazy because my high school sweetheart up and left me. I became a single dad, full custody of my oldest two kids. My son was 4 months old, my daughter was 2, and I really didn't know what to do. And when
Hey, it's a sad story from a man, and it sounds very similar to female ones. But look, it's a man who was in between a rock and a hard place, you know, in a vulnerable situation. It's not just females, everybody. It's not just females.
Received that phone call, kind of like you received today, if you're a guest on this line, about sharing an opportunity or sharing something to get your eyes on. I was really in a desperate time praying, and I know things come at an inconvenient time in our lives, and I'm like, you know what? I pray for an opportunity all the time. Maybe this is the opportunity presenting itself to me. And so I took a look at this industry, and it really opened me up, and I've come to realize our minds are like a parachute. It only works if they're open, and the most expensive thing you can own is a closed mind, and a closed mind means closed pockets. You'll be a slave to your business or your job for the rest of your life. So and there's nothing wrong with a job or a business. I'm just saying there's something wrong with only having a job or a business, in my personal opinion, is having multiple streams of income coming in. And so I'm going to show you today how you can expense the benefits that we have with our portfolio with our nutrition products. Yes, what did I mean by that? Absolutely free. Oh, well, the pricing might be too much, or this and that. No, we can show you techniques and ways to be able to write off things and be able to live a healthier life and also make a little extra cash too as well. And there is a significant amount of money that can be made here also. And so it's really exciting to be able to really elevate my thinking, to elevate my height, to surround myself around people that are going to new heights and like-minded individuals. So I'm super excited to dive into the information because of certain steps and techniques and strategies and systems that were put in place. I've been able to retire my mom and dad. They haven't worked in 10 years. To be able to have a wife, my new wife now, we've been married for 3 years and together for 7. She doesn't have to work, and to be able to spend time with our loved ones, but more importantly, to be able to schedule our work and cue around our family instead of our family around it, where a lot of times we put our work first before our family. And so I really love the structure and the culture that we've been able to create here.
Okay, I know it's going to be blurred for you guys, but seriously, man, fix your camera so it stops jumping. Like, it's just, the thing that gets me is these people are supposed to be on these calls all the time, right? You know, promoting things. It's just like, how do you not work your equipment? How do you not know how to do that? Like, if I didn't know how to do that as a cam model, my cam would be, you know, gone at the most inopportune times. Oh, all of a sudden things are a bit blurry.
So if you're a guest, hang tight. This is going to be electrifying. I know you're going to be excited as much as I was excited when I first saw this information. It was mind-blowing because some of the things that we're doing has never been done before in the history of our industry. And you'll see why as I share that with you, why timing is so key and why the transition of everything is so important right now. So let me click on slideshow and I'll
oh my God.
Start. You can see my beautiful family on the
first
slide
God.
right here.
Do you guys remember that one I did of the other lady talking about the Q Sciences opportunity? The slideshow is exactly almost slide for slide the same. Like, almost right down to the exact same slide templates they were using. It was basic. I guess this must be a slide Q Sciences has. It's like, here, download the slide, fill in the blanks.
Really exciting. My oldest too, you'll see that's the ones I have full cut.
MLM Mad Libs. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun to do. Oh, we should just do that one day. MLM Mad Libs. Ah, yeah, that'd be totally awesome.
With, and then my youngest too is the one I actually have my two little half Asian babies. They're so beautiful and cute. I love them to death. And they're so tiny and short. They take after their mama on that genes. They say the Asian genes are very strong. Well, they were. They have brown eyes, beautiful skin. I love them to death. They're amazing. So smart. I'm a diamond ambassador in this company, and I'm an advisory council member too as well, and top male ambassador. And so it's really exciting to be able to share with you the opportunity. But a lot of my friends and family ask me, Brandon, why Q Sciences? Why the...
Oh, his slide is actually corrected to the 1200%, whereas the other person's was only 700%. This is 24 countries ground floor opportunity. It is the same slide. Oh my god.
Health and wellness industry. Why not? Nutrition.
It is the exact same picture too. It is the same slide. It is the same slide, the same... Oh my... My brain just had a moment right there. Should we continue? Should we continue watching my brain explode?
Has decreased dramatically over the years. I think I saw an article the other day. You have to eat like 10. I think it was like 8 to 10 apples comparison to one from like 50 years ago. God. It was just crazy when I read that. But I'm not trying to get you on a diet.
Okay. So that nutrition bit where he's like, you have to like eat like 10 to 8 apples compared to what you have to use last time. It is so massively debunked. Any person who's got a grasp of how things work by, actually growing vegetables and stuff like that would know that if the soil was deprived of nutrients, shit wouldn't grow. Also, most of the studies where, the fluctuation in the soils, those are normal fluctuations. And have been. This argument has always been a big fear-mongering argument used with MLMs. I have seen it with Isogenics, Herbalife, oh god, I think Arbonne, Juice Plus, like, insert that nutrition MLM, they probably have a thing circling around and stuff. And then when you ask them to, further, with proof, actual proof, and then they show you their, website, and I'm like, oh, could you show me something that's not company related, Other, they get mad at you. And it's just like, come on, I just wanted, sources that, weren't by your company, because your company is obviously rather biased to those claims. Do you guys see what I'm getting at?
So pump the brakes a little bit, okay? But if I can show you a way to live a healthier lifestyle without changing your lifestyle, now I might got your attention. And so some of the techniques and strategies...
Okay, if you live a crappy lifestyle already, you gotta have to change your lifestyle to live a healthier lifestyle. I that is a very weird words to work. That makes no sense. Make it make sense, man.
That we've been able to implement with our MyQ Fit Out, with our workout programs and meal prepping and things like that, we can definitely help you achieve the results that you're looking for. But some of the strategies we've been able to implement has been the reason why we've been able to grow over 1,200% in the last 4 years. And what's really cool about that, we were documented as the third fastest growing company in the world and number one in nutrition. So that's really exciting to say. And we're getting very aggressive on international expansion right now in 24 plus countries. But more importantly, there's 3 phases that companies go through. And you're probably, if you're a guest on here, you've probably never even heard of Q Sciences before. Literally 10 out of the 10 times I share Q with somebody, I'm like, have you ever heard of Q before? And they're like, no, I never have. And that's what got me excited, because people want to be part of something new.
I don't know. I feel like if I were to go around and be like, especially in this day and age, hey, have you ever heard of Q? And they're like, oh God, Jen, don't tell me you're one of those QAnon nutbags. That's how I feel like people were going to come off. But let's see if we're going to get the same slide.
And exciting. And so there's 3 phases that companies go through. For all my business expertise people out there, you'll understand what I'm saying when I say this. Is there's a formulation phase, there's a momentum phase, and there's a stabilization phase. And during that formulation phase, there's trial and errors and hiccups and things like that. But that's when their most opportunity is available for people to really grow and scale very quickly and position themselves to really ride the wave of the company and to actually cash in big and make a lot of extra cash. And so when you go into the stabilization phase of a company, 20, 30, 40-year-old company, there's the company is old, it's heard of. And there's a couple of companies out there that start with the letter A and the letter M and companies like that you've heard of before. And it's old news, it's old school. And so what we've done is, how can we be something so new and exciting, but hip and different and innovating that nobody's ever done before? And I'm going to show you that on the back end of the presentation. What I mean by that, it's going to blow you away, and that's what got really my attention. But I want to introduce you to the 2 guys that are leading the pack. And so Mr. Mark Wilson's the CEO and founder of the company.
Different pictures, but we're going right. I feel like I just watched this exact same presentation from somebody else. What is this madness?
If any football fans out there, he played 10 years in the NFL, 8 years with the Oakland Raiders at the time, now it's Las Vegas Raiders. Played with the New England Patriots too as well. As you notice, I'm wearing the Raiders hat tonight. I'm representing Mark Wilson. And I actually have some professional NFL football cards that I just ordered. I got 5 of them coming in. Actually, Mr. Mark Wilson, I'm super excited for them to show up at my doorstep. It should be showing up sometime this week. He actually, as he retired from the NFL, went into commercial real estate, semi-retired, and then he actually started the company of Q Sciences back in 2012 and was getting it up and going. And then actually in 2018, he took back over the CEO spot because he didn't like the direction this company is going. And then he actually brought in Mr. Jake Spencer to really just, kind of give his advice on where the company is going and consult for them for a little bit as an employee. And then he loved some of the things that he was doing and actually decided to bring him on as a president. And actually, Mr. Jake Spencer actually was the one that gave me a call. And I love this individual because I've known him for 8 years now, and I love what he represents as a person. I've seen the way he's acted around his wife, his kids, how he treats other people. His core values are very unique to my core values. And everybody that I've seen that's been very successful in business kind of relate around these core values. And if you're taking notes, write this down because these are very key. Faith, family, fitness, friends, finance. These are the 5 things that you really need to focus on and that are more important than anything else. Because if you can't protect this at all costs, nothing else matters. Q doesn't matter, your business doesn't matter, your work doesn't matter, nothing else matters. It's in 5 things. I'm going to say it again. Faith, family, friends, finance, and fitness. And that's the 5 F's, and you have to protect it at all costs. And so I loved him. He gave me a call, showed me exactly the plan. I was like blown away because of the compensation plan, most importantly. And then I got on the products and I started seeing results. But what really got my attention is his skill set, what he was teaching outside of Q. the business leadership side of things and not the traditional MLM leadership side of things. And so what we've done is gone to more of an e-commerce platform where a brand ambassador can come in and not even have to recruit nobody to rank up in the comp plan. Yes, I said not even recruit somebody to rank up in the comp plan, where you can get in where you fit in. And that's what really stood out to me. And I was like, well, Mr. Spencer, we have to bring a portfolio to the table that really caters to the masses, where everybody can get in, because the company that I came from, it was just a wellness product, and there was 3 products, and that's it. I wanted diversity. I wanted different categories of different products to kind of meet the needs to the masses. And so you're probably looking at this page and wondering, like, oh, this is a CBD company. No, we're not a CBD company. We're a health and wellness company, but we do have CBD products. And I love these CBD products. They're water soluble too as well, and they're very enhanced, and they're full spectrum hemp. And we have different flavorings for oils that helps with, tendons, ligaments, joint pains. We got the creams, that muscle recovery that I love a lot, that I use on my neck and back, especially for my bad golf swing that I need more little practice with occasionally. And then we have our actually roll-ons. We even have our terpene oils too as well for our international markets, like for Canada, Australia, New Zealand, because the laws and regulations, where customs and their governments won't let you import CBD products to them countries. So we do have an essential oil that does similar things to them that are just...
If you're in Canada, go to the head shop. God, it's legal for a reason. I need to get more of my little THC, pills that I used to get for like the pain in my hand. Oh, those are awesome. See? It's legal. Legal. Legal, 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 legal. Legal. Legal, legal.
Flying off the markets, off the shelves right now in the markets. We have nutritional sprays too as well. Sublingual sprays is one of the most effective ways to get something in your bloodstream. And outside of IV, of course, directly to the vein. And so we have like our Q Sleep with melatonin, a deep REM sleep, B12 for energy, QC plus, vitamin D for D3 deficiencies. You have your Q Boost, helps with your appetite. You get pain relief too as well. They're really effective, and you just can spray and go, because my kids don't like taking pills, so this is a good form just to get the vitamin D and zinc and things like that into their bloodstream effectively. Now, one of my favorite products is the Q Core. Q Core is just an amazing product. It has 36 different vitamins, minerals, amino acids in it. The main ingredient product is the Q Max. There's over multiple published studies actually done on it. You have your Q Align that helps with inflammation, recovery, and blood flow in your probiotic for gut health. And then we have our Q Digest with enzymes with our digestive health. Like, oh my gosh, complete game changer. Every time like I go out to eat and I take my Q Digest, I don't feel as bloated anymore. I just feel like my tire fat, I call it, around my waist is gone. It's been crazy the results I'm getting from that. But one product that my wife thrives on and just talks about it all the time, and she even has her own like Giphy thing on Instagram now with her sitting on, actually is the Q Refined Gold Cream and actually the Serum Cream. So it helps with stretch marks, helps out with like just anti-aging and things like that for night cream for skincare. And it's so crazy because she created them Jippies on Instagram. It's like she's a like die-hard skincare person. And I love this product, especially for her, because she's very self-conscious on her stretch marks from having the babies. So she loves that because she's been getting great results. And the liquid collagen, medical grade, and it is not powder form. It actually tastes really good. Where most collagens I've tasted before don't taste that good. And we actually have our Rebuild collagen also that helps with like lean muscle mass too as well. So if you're really big into lifting weights and things like that. We also have our kids products. Oh my gosh.
But they're not the only ones that have liquid collagens. Isogenics has liquid collagen that they're right now pushing, and so does Modere. Like, what makes his liquid collagen special aside from the fact that it's Q Sciences?
Amazing. I love that my kids are involved and have products for our kids to actually take and try. We do have our greens. If you're like me, I don't eat enough greens, and I love it because they're in a stick pouch where you can actually just rip and put in some water, consume more water, because we don't consume enough water on a daily basis. So we always want to be consuming our water. We do have our Women's Vitalize. It helps with our hormones and cramps and things that women go through. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but you know what I mean when I say that. Then we also have our Men's Vitalize. Women, if you're on here, our guys, this is a total game changer. I'm talking about as we age as guys, our test levels start to decrease dramatically. And I know this is kind of uncomfortable to say. I'm glad my wife's, because she'll start blushing really bad. But my testosterone levels have raised dramatically when I got my test results. And my sex drive has gone up. I'm more like it's just crazy. My strength, my energy levels. And it's just,
I heard the same thing if you use ginseng. But I don't know, that's just anecdotal from my fiance, because he always gets, like, Korean ginseng, but he goes and gets it right from the source, so, like, he's getting, like, fresh fruit, because he goes out and hunts for it. I mean, and I can't have ginseng. Like, I really want to try, like, the Arbonne Fizz Sticks and, like, do one of those flavor comparisons, but the ginseng actually counteracts the medication I'm on and does weird stuff, so. And you know what? Cannabis doesn't really affect my medication, so I always smoke cannabis. I mean, and I would like to drink, but drinking always makes me feel like. And then, of course, it doesn't mix with my medications.
Amazing products. So, guys, you definitely have to try this out. Women, you definitely got to get your husbands on this. You will thank me later, 100%. We do have our trim products that are carb blockers. We have our proteins. We have our natural energies that are gluten-free, soy-free, vegan. We have our Pure Rev. Oh my gosh, to die for. Like, I just got a couple more in. I'm super excited about this. It's one of the most natural pre-workouts you'll ever see. We have meal replacements and proteins too as well. So I wanted like a one-stop shop where everybody can come in and actually kind of get in where they fit in. They can kind of a la carte and choose. And what I mean by a la carte, we really don't have a design pack. Now, we do have some packs, but I've seen companies where you come in and buy this $500 pack or this $1,000 pack, and I don't want 3 months of the same product or 6 months of the same product or a product in that package that I don't want. I'm like, well, I wasn't interested in that product. I don't want to buy that pack because I get products I don't even want. And so we do things a little differently here. And so this is really cool. It's $99 to get a position in queue. And you're like, well, what does that $99 give me? Well, that $99 gives you a business that operates in 24 plus countries, where they take care of all the overhead, inventory, payroll issues, headaches, logistics. Now, let me tell you something else. They give you the MyQFit app absolutely free for the entire year. That's meal prepping, home workouts, gym workouts, Zumba, yoga, everything you can possibly imagine in that app. That I've seen people charge $200 to $500 to have access to an app like that through a personal trainer, and you actually have access to Kimball's team through that app.
Fit on, $40 whole year. You get like meal planning and all that jazz. Like, I'm enjoying free workouts. Well, not currently, but I will once this cast comes off.
Back office tools, where you see the charts and you see all the tools and reports that you can pull, absolutely free. And the ARC app, absolutely free. And then my wife's favorite part, free shipping. I know all my Amazon Prime ladies out there, we love our free shipping. Like, my wife will not buy unless it's free shipping. It's so weird. She will not buy it unless it's free. It's really crazy. She's like, it's just a thing with her. So, and now we have Amazon Prime packages that show up every single day. Like, I should have a video that just sits out, records how many packages come on a daily basis. I need to put a stop to it. But she loves shopping. But they're good things like diapers and things like that. She doesn't even go to the store anymore. Like, everything just comes to her house. It's crazy. And so you're able to customize your own e-commerce website with this $99. And then it's able to go globally. So you do what you do best, and that's just share the information. But anything you spend moving forward from that $99 is 100% tax deductible. It's a business expense. So you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. We're here to help you every step of the way. And then I always categorize people differently. They kind of see how we can customize your budget, because different people are in different situations financially right now. And so I always tell people there's 3 packages, and then we a la carte from that PV volume where you're at. And so personal PV, you at least need to have 100 to qualify to start earning money. Okay, so this is our beginner pack. This is product for use for you personally, only to use, just you. Okay, then we have like our recommended pack. This is our sampler pack. That's 300 PV. You get to sample little things that you get, and you get to create, and you get a better tax write-off with this actually too as well. And that's really good. And then we have the business builder pack. This is 500 PV. It's a wide range of products and try to create new products or storage. You get to sample them out, things like that. And it's a bigger tax write-off. But don't feel obligated to do the 500 PV pack because you're roughly around $750. 300 PV is around $500, and the 100 PV is around $135. But don't feel obligated that you think you have to do the 500 PV. Only do it if it fits your budget. And so I order a lot of products every month because I love sampling out. I love my kids taking from my wife, my mom and dad, and things like that. So it's not just for my personal use; it's for my family's use too as well. And to give them your trial and error and testimonies and see what they like best actually with the product, so I can continue to keep using the product moving forward. But after you choose your pack, then we'll set up a time to actually get you launched. And this is why I feel like the biggest leak in the pipeline in this industry is not fully launching people the correct way and not setting them up to be successful in this industry. You're setting them up to be failure. And unfortunately, there's a lot of amateurs in this industry, not enough professionals. And that's what I love about Q. No one's left behind. We have systems to put people in to make sure you thrive and grow here in Q. But this is really crazy. This is the last slide. This is a one-page PDF file. On our compensation plan, where most companies have 30 pages, 20 pages, 15 pages. And what's even crazier it is, we were one of the first companies with set pay in the industry in nutrition. We are the first company in the industry in nutrition where you can rank up without recruiting one person and be recognized on a global stage. How crazy is that? So let me run through this so you can get a better understanding why this is so important, why this is so attractive, and why we're attracting so many big leaders and brand ambassadors from other companies because this simple little page right here. And this
It looks like they're using the binary model of compensation plans, which I will be going into the different types of compensation plans because I don't think anyone's actually, done a deep dive on that, which I am doing, totally doing. It's just my note-taking hand is broken.
This simple little page is what attracted me first. I'm going to be honest with you. And so the first way we get paid in box number 1, we make up to 30% of any of the customers that we acquire, one time or multiple time. But let's say I just get 300 in customer volume this month. Well, I'm going to make 10% by looking at the chart. But if you go to box number 2, 300 in customer volume, if you're looking at the third column, that's the rank of builder. And that pays $50. So I will make a $50 check plus 10% of that 300 in volume. That's $30. I make $80 off my customers, and that's paid weekly. And so if you keep getting customers, then that percentage change and you'll get the extra payout later the next week. And so we understand that, hey, we don't want our customers getting paid out monthly. We want it weekly to give them a check that next week. Because when you join something like this, your excitement levels here, your negativity or self-doubt or question things is down here. And every time you don't get a paycheck or something doesn't happen, what happens? Your excitement level goes down. Then this starts kicking in. Then this goes down. Then it starts kicking in more. And then you're like, maybe this wasn't just for me. And then you get 100% money back.
So basically, they keep giving you money to be kept in to keep going. Okay, then.
You shift everything back so you don't have no bad blood or you're not in bad graces with anybody. Like, hey, it wasn't for me. That's what I love about this business is it's 100% money back guarantee. So I get people to try my products all the time. And I've had so many people convert over too as well. And the third way we get paid, and there's no cap on customers. You can get as many customers as you want. Now, this third way was a light bulb moment for me. And the reason why Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all the multi-millionaires and billionaires do this. I really get paid 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. It's called leverage. It's the wealth principle. Of course, you're going to make more money off the customers you acquire. But is it okay if a leader that brought you in or somebody that brought you in make a little bit by just sharing this with you and helping you grow this business and tag teaming it with you and helping you build it in your organization and driving down, not with See, the thing is, I've never seen a binary hit a billion and stay at a billion. I don't want to spread myself thin and build a matrix. I really did my research in this industry, because if I said if I was going to do this again, this was the last time I'm doing it. So compensation.
So he must have been in a different company where they had a matrix set up, because he talked about matrix. And again, I am going to be going into this. Like, there is going to be a 3-episode deep dive I have been working on. Like, and one compensation plan is Ultra Sketch.
Plans are built and developed to determine the behavior of the field, the way people act. I want to duplicate my way to the top, not recruit my way to the top. So I'm not looking for you to create 100-person list. So get that out of here. Things are done differently now. Every 3 years, the network marketing industry changes. That's what I love about it, is we create the right behavior. So I'm looking for a pot of.
Why does it change? Is it actual innovation, or is it to, make sure that they are, one step ahead of the FTC?
3 to 5 people that I can get into their network and drill depth. Or there's different ways from attraction marketing with Instagram Reels and TikTok Reels, hashtag targeting, retail. There's so many ways we let you get.
I seriously need to get a shirt that says attraction marketing is bitch marketing. I fucking hate attraction marketing. Get on with it. I have a life.
And we execute the game plan together, where other companies, we're just going to do this method, it's ad tag message. Or we're just going to do this and we're just doing it. No, there's multiple ways you can do this. I believe in high tech. It's great. High tech is amazing, but high touch is just as important too as well. So we have a mixture of everything where you feel comfortable. We'll put a game plan together for you. So for instance, all I have to have for the first 5 ranks is 100 PV and 2 ambassadors that I personally brought in that are active every single month. And if I do the same category like I do at box number 2 by getting customers, if I help people get in my organization and I get 300 customer volume or ambassador volume, I get paid the same amount of money I would make as if I'm getting 300 customer volume. So you can double dip now, because you'll hear people say in this company, what's your customer rank? Then they'll ask, what's your ambassador rank? And you can have 2 ranks and get recognized on a global scale in the company at both sides of the table. And that's what I love, because there's some people that come here and crush the customers. Well, I don't feel like recruiting them. You don't have to. We're one of the first companies where you don't have to recruit people to rank up. That's crazy to say, but it's the truth.
You're not one of the first companies. I was in a Zoom call that I wound up totally screwing up the recording for. And there's a company called Alouette. And if you, hit these certain sales ranks, you get to go up in rank. But these ranks get harder and harder to maintain. Like, to rank up on the first one, you have to have a personal of $6,000 in sales per month. And the next rank is $12,000 in sales. So then when I was in that meeting, they wound up pushing, well, this is why you want a team, because then you can spread it out.
Or you can build distribution. To say if I have 10 people doing the exact same thing I'm currently doing, and let's say they only work 3 hours a day, that's 30 hours in a day. I'll never be able to match that, because there's only 24 hours in a day. So it's about working smarter, not harder. So I like building distribution. Why? I don't like selling. I just like sharing and letting people make a decision for themselves, because I stumbled up on something pretty incredible and I just want to get your eyes on it, and you can make your choice if there's something you want to do or not. That's it. But as a friend, I just want to get it in front of you. That's one of the approaches I take all the time with my relationship marketing, and let them choose. I don't want to be that guy that's pushy. Hey, you want to do it or not? That's fine. No sweat, no big deal. Because if I have to convince you to do it, I have to convince you to work it, and that's more stressful than anything else. And we have bonuses every time you tier up. So for instance, say I hit executive. I do that in my first full calendar day, 30 days, full calendar month. I'm going to make a $500 extra bonus. That is time sensitive. And then we have other bonuses too as well, as every time you tier up. And it is paid accumulatively. So if you skip ranks, like I've seen a lot of people do here at Q really quickly, that you just have bonuses stacking on top of each other. It's crazy. And the 5th way we get paid is our financial freedom movement. This is only in the United States. Now, I think this will be very close to opening in Australia very soon, because they're on the rise and they're making things happen. And if I believe the benchmark was 400,000, I think monthly. I think it's 400 or 500,000 monthly. They were going to open this up to Australia, so that's really exciting to say when I heard that. But every time you rank it, like you go to elite, you get $100, bronze 200, silver 300, gold or higher $400, and you fill out a form, and that money is actually paid from the company towards any debt you want it to go to. So no car program, no lifestyle bonus. So it can go to your mortgage, car payment. It can go to your student loans, credit card debt, whatever you want it to go to. And I was just like, are you kidding me right now? This is really crazy. When I saw this, I was like, this is like interesting. It's a new wave, because I've noticed in this industry, a lot of people are not taught business leadership. They're taught MLM leadership. And I've come to realize a lot of people don't have tax preparation. They don't know how to save money. They don't know how to invest in their business correctly. And we have coaches and programs for people to understand how to do that the correct way. And so that was really exciting to me to see. But before I close it, I just want to share a short story with you that really was just a gut check moment why I needed to get back into this industry. And I'm not going to tell you what I usually order from Starbucks. This is where I was at Starbucks, and I might lose my man card because it's a very complicated order that my wife got me in love with this one drink. So you can ask Miss Brittany Hitch or Miss Francesca Fields. They'll laugh, and they probably can't even remember it either because they laughed at me when I tried to tell them. But I was in line getting my drink, and I saw this young kid going around introducing himself. And he came up to me and he introduced himself, and I introduced myself back. And I was like, if you don't want me asking, how do you introduce yourself? He's like, man, my dad said it's not what you know, it's who you know. So I'm building the biggest contact list and network I possibly can. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm just going to have hundreds and plus names in my contact list in my phone. It's like, man, that's smart. And I say, so your dad's an entrepreneur? He's like, yeah, my dad does really well. He makes me do this, go out and do this 2 hours a day, every day. Go out and just meet new people. I was like, dude, that's smart.
Dad, I love you. Thank you for never making me do this. And guess what, guys? My dad is also an entrepreneur. But he would make me put out ad cards for 2 hours, not talk to people.
I was like, you know what you're going to do? He says, I don't know yet, but you have any advice you can give me? I said, whatever you do, just don't quit. Be persistent. Law of attraction, something's got to give. The issue that the world sees, that we see, is 80% that we learn is through our eyes, and 20% is through imagination. You got to imagine where you're going and don't stop, where you're going to be 5 years, because we get so stuck and stop in what we visually are seeing right now, and we tend to quit and give up on the things that we want now instead of fighting for it. And like I started to realize, like, winners never quit and quitters never win. You just got to stay the course and not quit. Like, and he's like, man, that's really good. I said, what advice you give me? You got a successful dad. You know, maybe you can give me some tips too as well. He said, man, I really don't have any tips, but I can tell you a story that I heard last week that really blew me away because I didn't know the answer to, and I bet you don't know the answer. And I was like, well, what is it? He said, can you tell me who your great-grandparents are? Not grandparents, but great-grandparents. All 8 of them on all sides of the family. Their first name, their middle name, their last name, what they did for a living, where they lived, what town they lived in. I was just like, holy crap. I only know one. I knew her first name and last name. I didn't know the other 7 because I wasn't alive when they passed away, and I was really young when she passed away, and I really didn't know that. And most of the time, not everybody knows that answer. And so I started to realize love for one generation, remembered for 2, and the forgotten. You're just a tombstone and a gravesite, and nobody's going to know who you are. So it's really not about the day you're born, the day you die. It's the dash in between that represents who you are and what footprint you leave here on this earth. Like, how do you truly want to be remembered? See, I don't want to be remembered by just a guy that makes a lot of money. I was doing well, okay, financially before I joined Q. We have traditional business. I joined Q not because of the money, not because of the product, not because of the compensation plan, because of the community, the people. I wanted to be around good people. And when you're around good people, good things tend to happen.
It sounds like he just wanted to be around people for his own vanity.
I wanted to be able to walk through the room and light up the room, not darken. I wanted to be able to walk in the room and make people smile before I even said a word. Like, are you bringing light to the world? Because right now we're living in a dark world. And people need us like us to lift this world up and take the negativity out of the news channels and everything else that's going on in the world. Like, I wanted to make an impact in people's life. Mentally, physically, and spiritually, not just health and wealth. Yes, that is a plus, 100%. I 100% agree with that. That is a plus. But I wanted to bring value to the table that keeps people in queue for other reasons, not just because of the product and not because of the compensation plan. I wanted to bring a value to the table that helps people grow in all aspects of life, as being a better father, a better husband, a better mother, a better person overall. I want to be able to show people like, hey, this company reminded me to the precious moments of things you can't put a price tag on. Like me and my wife, I'm going to be very honest and transparent with you real quick. Me and my wife now, we were engaged when I got into Q. And I was real close to calling it off. And Q brought us closer. It started showing us to really understand the important things in life. It brought us together where now we have date nights once a week. We flirt with each other. We send each other probably text messages you don't want to read. Like, it's really cool. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like a kid in love again. And that's what it's really about. So if you're taking a look at this, this is not just a health and wellness company. This is a personal development company. You're going to grow. And you're going to prosper in all aspects of life, as a father, as a mother, as an individual.
It's a personal development company with a compensation plan. Who doesn't like getting paid for personal development?
As a parent, it's really cool. It really is. And that's why I get so excited to share this opportunity. As you can tell from my enthusiasm and my excitement, I'm genuinely sold out to this company because I truly believe it's a better way. I'm not saying it's the best way. I'm just saying it's a better way. So usually you fall in one of three different categories: A, B, or C. C stands for, hey, Brendan, this sounds amazing. You talk really fast. I was having to really think. I'm so sorry if I was talking really fast. I just get super excited, so I start talking really fast. But won't you do me a favor? Reach out to the friend that got you on here. Maybe try out some of the products. It's 100% money back guarantee, and friends love supporting friends. So maybe you can support out a friend and try out the product. That'd be a blessing. B stands for Brendan. I got a bunch of questions. I know you briefly just went through everything. I want to dive a little bit more deeper in the comp plan. I want to dive a little bit more deeper into the products. Brendan, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the system or how you get launched. We can definitely do that for you 100%. This should just give you an overview of kind of the basics of our company so you have a better understanding for people. A stands for, hey, Brendan, I've heard enough. A's realize the biggest risk in life is not taking a risk at all. It's about playing it safe. That's the most unsafe thing you possibly do the way our economy is right now. We drive around with a spare tire. Why not have a plan B? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Every successful person I've ever met has multiple streams of income coming in. And the great thing about it is I'm not asking you to quit your job. I'm not asking you to drop your business, but you can actually put this in place and work it whenever it's convenient for you. That's the most important thing. See, when you have a job or business where you have to trade time in for dollars, you're in trouble. Because when something happens to you, what happens to your income? It's gone. So I found a way, we have found a way, where you don't have to dump tons of money to start.
Anytime you are working on anything that is going to give you your investment back in money, you are trading that time for the potential money.
Our traditional business. It's low risk with big return. It caters to the masses. They give the average person the opportunity to live above an average lifestyle, just like it did for me, to plug into a system, to reach heights they never can even imagine. And we got a better way of doing that and leading people and showing people the path. So let the person know what category you fall in. If it's A, welcome to the team. B, you have a bunch of questions. We'll be able to answer them for you. C, you want to try some of the product, we'll get the link to you and answer your questions. Other than that, if you're a guest, reach out back to the person that got you on here. It was nice meeting each and every one of you. Hopefully I'll see you in the near future. And God bless and take care. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, shoot me. Men of Q. Oh, God. No more. No more. That was painful. It was basically... It's like almost the same thing all over again, but shown by some weird macho guy. But it's just like... Oh... I mean, the thing that I do think is cool is that, like, other, like, bonus program where they don't, like, give you car things, but still, it's like... Oh, it's so painful. Anyways, guys, if you guys made it this far, please comment below your thoughts, other stuff, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.